Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jai Hind, Namaskar. So, I hope I am properly audible and visible to all of you. Okay, so I welcome you all to this session of daily newspaper editorial analysis. Good morning. Okay. I think on Friday we didn't have the class. Friday को class नहीं हुई थी and Monday I was on leave. So Friday and Monday I was on leave. So that's why it seems like a long gap. Okay. So welcome everyone to the session. So in today's session, the topics which we are going to discuss about, one of the editorial is with respect to schools and nutrition. One of the topic is with respect to school and nutrition. And the second thing is with respect to the digital slavery. So these are the two editorials which we are going to discuss. Then we will also see the questions which I have given you in the last session on Thursday. Now on Saturday, there is a class in the batch at the same timing. In the morning, there is current affair classes in the batches, the ongoing foundation batches. So that's why on Saturday, we are not having the sessions. Plus, on Saturday, the editorials are also not that much good. On Saturday, we'll find that the editorials are not that much of quality. So that's why on Saturday, we are not discussing it. So let's start. So we have this school and nutrition. This is our first topic. See, what is being discussed here is how schools can tackle adolescent malnutrition. This is the topic which we are going to discuss. That how schools and nutrition can be interlinked with each other. Now, prior to this, you will find that this is one topic which has been asked multiple times. This is a topic which has been asked in essay also and in other mains part also. So when we talk about this one topic, there is always this one idea that schools can also be a tool for addressing malnutrition. Okay. The idea is simply like this, that this can be a tool for addressing malnutrition. Now, when we talk about this article starts with certain facts, and the facts are from NFHS 6, National Family Health Service 6 data is there. So let us talk about some of the factual part, the facts here. Okay. The number one thing is, like when we talk about this NFHS 6, it says that, like, if we are talking about women of 15 to 49 years, if we are talking about women of 15 to 49 years, we see that obesity increasing from 24 to 30.7%. And when we talk about the men of same year, obesity that has increased from 22.9% to 27.3%. And when we are talking about the blood sugar level, so in same age group of the men, it has increased from 15.6% to 20.9%. And in case of women, it has increased from 13.5% to 17.8%. Okay. So these are certain facts and figures. The number one is with respect to obesity. This one part is about the obesity factor, and the second part is about the blood sugar. In our previous lectures, we have discussed about the another dimension, that is stunting issue, or the children facing the wasting part, severe malnutrition. So these are certain parts which we have discussed in the past, that in case of our children there is one problem, that is undernutrition, and in case of adult we are seeing there is another challenge, that is overnutrition. So we are facing a double burden of malnutrition. When we talk about India, so what we see, that India is facing a double burden of malnutrition. We are having a double burden of malnutrition. On one side, we are having undernutrition. We are having the issue of undernutrition on one side, and on the other side, we are having the issue of overnutrition. We are having the issue of overnutrition. So on one side, we are having the issue of undernutrition. On the other side, we are having the issue of overnutrition. So this is the first part which has been discussed by this article, that what is the issue in India right now with respect to nutrition, that we are having a double burden of nutrition. Okay. Now what we see, what is the fallout of this? What is the result of this? Okay. Like when we are talking about this nutrition issue and especially overnutrition, so can you tell me what is the impact of it? What is the impact? How it is impacting our population? How it is impacting the people of India? So I think you can easily guess how it is impacting this overnutrition, how it is impacting. Good morning. So tell me how it is impacting. You can give some impact about this, like how this is impacting our population. Income, increased fat and decreasing capability of work. Okay. See, when we are talking about this overnutrition, it is leading to some of the diseases like lifestyle diseases, such example, we have the problem of hypertension, diabetes. This is something which is increasing in India. The capability of work, capability to do work, this is of course decreasing. Dependency, this is something which is increasing. Health expenditure, health expense, this is rising up. Health expense is rising up. So what we see, that there is going to be this one risk of lifestyle diseases like hypertension, diabetes, capability to do work is decreasing, dependency on others will be there, the health expenses are going to increase. So this is starting a number of problems. And the thing is, now this overnutrition, it is also proliferating. It is also proliferating to rural areas. Earlier, this was considered as an urban lifestyle problem. This was considered as the urban lifestyle problem, but in the present times, it is also spreading to the rural areas. it is also widely spreading to the rural areas. So this is also something which has which is going on with respect to overnutrition. Okay. So first thing which we have seen as part of this editorial, that what is the issue here? What is the fact? We see that there is a rising obesity, there is a rising blood sugar level, and this is impacting our generations. This is impacting our future generation. So now the question is that then how the schools can play a role? How the schools can play a role in this part? Now see here, like why we are focusing on the school part here? Why we are focusing on the school part? See, when we are talking about the schools have this ability to bring change in future generation. To bring change in future generation. And how they can do this? They have to address the dual burden of malnutrition. They have to address the dual burden of malnutrition. So how they can do it? Of course, they have to improve midday meal. Improvement in midday meal. Now, what type of improvement we are talking about? What we see that we have a lot of dependence on cereal foods. Okay. Like the dependence on cereals, we have to move to fruits, vegetables, or protein rich food. Now just to ask you one question, how many of you consider that salads are a food item, not just a extra part in your daily diet? How many of you consider this one thing, that if we are talking about salad, that can be an entire food rather than just a side piece in your main course? Have we considered that for lunch we are only going to have some pulses? Like we have a general tendency, we are considering the fruits, vegetables, pulses, salad as a side item. The main thing is we have to eat rice or chapatis mostly. Okay. And we have to eat rice and chapatis mostly. Salads are side items. The fruits or vegetables which are there, they are also just like side ones. They have to accompany. They are not considered as a food item altogether. They are just a supporting item rather than a full-fledged food item. Okay. What we see that it is just a supplementary part. The supplementary can be changing. The supplementary or complementary, you can say, the complementary part can be changing. It is not considered as an entire food, but rather than complementing rice or the chapatis. Okay. So this is one part. We have to change our food habit. We have to increase our dependence on cereals. Okay. Now, how it can be done? How it can be done? See, in the schools, generally we are having this one thing. Let in the schools, the children should be encouraged to have fruit breaks. Okay. There can be fruit breaks in school. There can be fruit breaks in school. Okay. Like we are having a lunch period. And the parents are sending the same thing. Some are getting aloo parathas, some are getting roti, some are getting full-fledged rice, pulses, vegetables, all packed in 3 different tiffins. Okay. So what we see that these are the things the fruit breaks in schools, this is something which can inculcate a habit. This is something which can inculcate a habit among the children. We have to build this habit among the children that they have to eat food. Okay. So this is one thing which we have to do. Second thing is, we have to reduce the intake of sugar and ultra processed foods. We have to reduce the intake. Reduce intake of sugar and ultra processed foods. Then we have to also have restrictions on high fat, sugar or salt food, HFSS food. Okay. Like we are having chips, we are having cold drinks, or etc. So we need to have a restriction on high fat, sugar, salt foods. These are one of the major challenges. These are one of the major challenges which we have to tackle. Then we have to also, at the same time, we should also increase physical activities in the schools. Okay. Increase in physical activities. Increase in physical activities. In fact, you will find that, like, it's my suggestion, I don't know how it is going to be feasible, but at least after every class there should be a break of 5 to 7 minutes. Generally the students are having a class of 45 minutes, approx 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So after one or two class there can be a break of 10 minutes where a student should be doing some physical activity. Yeah, they should be doing some physical activity. So this is one thing which again has to be promoted. We have to increase the physical activities in the schools. So that is one thing which is again required. So in this part, like, we have to ensure that the schools are not only teaching just subjects, but they are also becoming a source of nutrition skills. Okay. That schools can be an ambassador of their schools. They can become an ambassador of balanced diet, and it can also teach nutritional skills. Now suppose, just to give you another example, okay, when we are having some dry fruits, if we are having some dry fruits, you may be aware that dry fruits are having high amount of fat or protein or other substances. Okay. Some of the dry fruits are having good amount of calories also. They are having good amount of sometimes proteins also, substantial amount. Some of them are having substantial amount of fat also. But how do we consider the dry fruits? How do we consider the dry fruit? Do we consider them as a food item? If we talk about dry fruits, like suppose that if someone tells you that you have to take a few kaju and then you have to skip the lunch or you have to skip the dinner. Okay. If someone asks you that you have to just take a few kaju or few foxnut and then you have to skip the lunch or skip the dinner part, so how many of you will be ready for that? So this is one of the challenging part, how we have cultivated a process, how we have made our body. So we have become dependent on cereal foods. We have become dependent on cereal foods. Even if you are eating it for a few days, Even if you are doing it for a few days, after a few days, you will have the urge that now I need one plate of rice or 5-6 chapatis. Then only I can be having some energy. So this is one part, like we take it just as either snacks or something else, but we don't consider that as a food item. We don't consider that as food item. Our food item is simple. We have to get cereals. One way or other, we are making different products. We can make anything from there. You can make some rice from there. You can make biryani from there. You can make pulao from there. You can make anything out of that. Similarly, wheat, you can make multiple products from that. Okay. But what we see that we are having the dependence of them. That's why you can see that even in agriculture, we have a huge dependence on just a few crops. We are having a huge dependence just on a few crops. So this is one of the part which we have to understand. Okay. So my suggestion would be skip the lunch today. Have only some pulses and vegetables. Okay. It's your choice. It's not my just recommendation. Have only pulses and vegetables for today. You can skip the rice or chapati part. Have it only. Okay. So that's your choice ultimately. I can tell you only about the answer writing part. Okay. Just one second. Shri, see, in English, I don't think that it is going to be launched any soon on KGS platform. Okay. So I will suggest you just purchase some notes. Try to see it from your side once. Okay. Try to purchase some notes and then try to see it from your side. It can be better. खिचड़ी बनवा के रखे. Okay. Now, coming to the next article, the digital slavery part. Digital slavery. So this article is talking about how in the present world, we are becoming a digital slave gradually, and how our legal systems are failing in order to curtail that, plus what is needed. So three things is, okay, that how digital world affect us, that is first part. Second part is why the legal framework fails, and the third part, what's required. So these are the three things which we are going to discuss as part of this article, that how the digital world is affecting us, number one thing. Second thing, that why the legal frameworks are failing, why the regulations are lagging, why we are getting affected, why we are lagging, plus what is the solution for it, how we can get a solution for this one issue. Okay. So these are the things which we are going to discuss about in this article. Okay. Now see, it is being said that when we are talking about the present world, it is dominated by AI. And if AI is unchecked or uncontrolled, if it is unchecked or uncontrolled, this is something which can impact human dignity. It can impact human dignity. Like right now you can see many of the AI tools are there. Many of the AI tools are there which are being used to create deep fakes, which can be quite much disturbing for many people. Like when we are having unchecked or uncontrolled AI system, they can be used to create deep fake pictures or videos. They can be used to create deep fake pictures or videos. It can be used to defame anyone. It can be used to defame anyone. It can be used to defame anyone. So what we see that this is one of the part which can help, which can be challenging. Second thing is that they are influencing multiple things. Okay. The AI, you may have seen that many of the things are working on the basis of algorithms now. Many of the things are working on the basis of algorithms. Like suppose that you are searching certain things, you will find that you are always getting a similar video or similar things. So AI tools are in fact making the people slave. Once they are aware about someone's interest, they are pushing the content so much that you will start thinking like that. So it is creating a type of a modern slavery, that once they know what is your interest, they will always keep you in that loop itself. They will not let you escape from there. Okay. So AI system, they are use of algorithms. Now, these algorithm decides a number of factors. These algorithms are deciding job search, education opportunities, travel recommendation, then you are also getting fashion choice, food choice. So you can see that many of your things are being decided by these digital algorithms. And you may wonder this, many of you are already mature, you have crossed the 18 years of age. So it might not be impacting you that much, because AI has become popular by the time, or AI has become dominant by the time when you have already reached this 18 years of age. Okay. In the last 2-3 years, AI has been quite much dominating. It is quite much dominating now. So you have already reached the mature phase by that time. But think about the young ones, those who are 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years old. They are having access to mobile and internet. They are having access to mobile and internet, and these mobile and internet are running on AI algorithms which are deciding many of the things for them. They do not have this ability to process it, that why they are getting a certain type of videos, why they are getting a certain type of food choices, why they are getting a certain type of advertisements or reels or shorts or anything. Okay. So unchecked AI means the AI on which there is a lack of control, a lack of regulation, a lack of monitoring, a lack of oversight. That is unchecked AI. Means the AI on which there is no control. So what we see that this AI is deciding a number of things. Now, if you look at this, is it a type of modern slavery? Is it a type of modern slavery that you are being told that only these choices are there in front of you? It's not a direct slavery of the previous generation. It's a slavery of the modern times, that you are being controlled in a discrete manner. You are being controlled in a discrete manner. So this is one of the major challenges. Okay. Now, what we see that this AI, it's not that we are having AI in a democratic manner. This is something which is controlled by a few dominant firms. It is something which is controlled by a few giant, a few giant, large, or you can say that by a few uh, controlled by oligopoly of a few big firms, controlled by a oligopoly of a few big firms. Okay. There is not monopoly, there is oligopoly. So few firms are there which are controlling the development of AI, which are also controlling the development of AI. Now these few big firms, they are too big to get challenged by someone. They are too big to get challenged by someone, and even some countries. They are too big to be challenged by someone, some countries also. Last time, if you remember, we have discussed about this one part, the digital sovereignty. If you remember this, if you can recall this, we have talked about an issue of digital sovereignty. There we have seen that the few giants which are there, like Microsoft, Google, and others, they can control the economy of a country. They can influence the economy of a country. They can influence the big firms. We have seen that some of the companies, their access to corporate mails, their access to all the tools were lost because they were dependent on Microsoft. They were dependent on Microsoft, so their tools, their access, their corporate emails, everything was lost. Okay. Oligopoly means that there is a control of a few. Oligopoly means there is a control of few. So this is one of the part we see that it is controlled by the oligopoly of a few big firms. They are controlling this AI and its its spread, its proliferation. Now the thing is, why the legal systems fail? This is the first part, how digital world is affecting us. The second part is why the legal framework is failing. Failure or limitation of legal framework. That why our legal framework is failing. Why our laws or other things, they are not able to control this. Why the AI is getting uncontrolled or why the AI is going unchecked. The thing is, AI is evolving faster. AI is evolving faster than regulations. AI is evolving faster than regulations. What we see that AI is evolving faster than regulations or legislations. Okay. Like suppose that when we are talking about our, like India is also lagging in making laws with respect to all these things. Sometimes we are making those laws which are not even required, and many a times there are certain laws which are required to be made, but we are having a lag in there. So we see that we have not been framing the regulations in a updated manner, in a regular manner. We see that our regulations are missing. They are not able to define that what AI can do, what AI cannot do. Even globally, even if some countries are making law, they are becoming outdated in a few years. Okay. Because AI is creating new threats day by day. AI, it is creating new threats day by day. Creating new threats day by day. Like just to give you one example, Mythos AI. Now, this can easily find out loopholes in any server or software, and this can be manipulated. Now there can be multiple risk. There can be multiple risk if a hacker is able to find the loopholes in any of the server or the system with the help of Mythos AI. Now think about this. If a government is trying to curtail, if a government is trying to control this Mythos AI or a similar platform, the challenge is the same platform can be used against the government also. They can be hacking into government websites. They can be crippling the government. They can be crippling the government. See, there is a reality that most of the governments across the world run on some secrets, some back channel negotiations. Multiple things are online. Multiple things are digital in nature. Many of the sensitive infrastructure, many of the sensitive technologies depend on the digital infrastructure. And these digital infrastructures can be easily hacked by or manipulated by AI systems such as Mythos AI. They can manipulate, they can hack into any system. So can a similar system, I'm not saying that Mythos will be doing this or Anthropic will be doing it, but can a similar system be created and can be used to target governments? Can there be some of the players who can control the global order, the global government with the help of a similar software? So the challenge is we are already having new threats day by day. We are having new threats day by day, which we see here. Okay. So now what we see that this AI system, this is something, it is designed to it is even used to destabilize governments from time to time. This is something which is impacting elections. It is something which is impacting elections. So this is directly threatening the government. The existing governments are directly threatened by the AI systems, that what AI systems are capable of doing. And they are not able to bring any legislation. They are not able to control the AI system. They simply want to be in that favor of AI system, or they simply want to they are favoring the AI companies, because they know that if they are going against it, it can be a challenging situation for the existing government itself. The AI systems, the big digital giants, they have the capability to destabilize the governments. Okay. So this is one part which we see here in the case of AI system. Now the thing is, what protection should be there? What should be the way forward? What should be the way forward? What should be the way forward? See, the thing is, we are trying to just address the top, we are just trying to address the surface of the AI part. We are addressing just the surface part. We are not touching the core area. What will be the core area? How we have to protect our citizens? How we have to protect the citizens or the country from the AI systems? The first thing is, the citizens, it's not that we have to get a law for just protecting the personal rights from AI system. We can have a constitutional protection of the citizens of the right to privacy of their data and everything. So we need to have a constitutional protection. We need to have a constitutional protection of digital rights of citizens. Like, just to give you an example, you may be aware about this, that we are having right to life, Article 21. Now, in the Constitution, there is simply written that there is a right to life. But the interpretation of that right to life is so much broad that it covers a vast area. In the similar manner, if we are having a protection of the digital rights also, the things are evolving, the world has evolved. We are no longer living in 1950s. We have to have a digital right of the citizens in a similar manner in our constitution. Because when it comes into constitution, when it comes into the constitutional part, then the courts are there. If there is a fundamental right with respect to the digital part, with respect to the digital world, then that will open up, or that is going to provide a much more better security, a much more better position for the citizens. So that is one part which we have to do. Okay. Second thing is, we have to ensure the accountability of the platforms. Accountability of the platform. This is something which is largely missing. This is something which is largely missing, that if someone is misusing a platform, then what we do, that those who are misusing it, they are only being targeted. But the root problem which is there, the platform, it has also accountability. If someone is uploading a fake or a harmful video or Instagram, Facebook or YouTube, so they have this like responsibility also, that how it has got uploaded, how it is getting spread. Normally you will find that YouTube is very much like active with respect to copyright. YouTube is very much active with respect to copyright. If you are using, just to give you one example, take a video of any such match of IPL and upload it on YouTube. Take a screenshot or take a video of any IPL match and upload it on YouTube. You will find that you will get a copyright strike within 12 hours. It may happen that even when you are uploading it, you are going to get a copyright message that this is a copyright issue. So on one side, YouTube is very much like active on the matters of copyright. On the other side, what we see that when a fake video, whenever there is a harmful video, a video which is defaming anyone or harming anyone is being uploaded, in that case, YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, there should be accountability of them also. In the similar manner, if the AI platforms are being used to generate something which can be harmful, so there should be accountability of those platforms also. So accountability of the platform has to be ensured. The accountability of the platform has to be ensured. So this is the second part which has to be done. The third thing is that while we are doing this, we also have to build a digital literacy. We have to also build digital literacy. We have to also build digital literacy. A significant population of India is not aware about the digital platforms, about the capacity of the digital platforms, about the fake news, media and everything which is there. Nowadays, you are having a ringtone that the next phone can be of a scammer, or many other things are being promoted by the government. They are doing this, that whenever you are calling someone, you are getting a message that the next call can be of a scammer, the next or money winning calls which are coming to people. So now the government is trying to spread this awareness. In the similar manner, government can also be spreading the misinformation campaign which goes on Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram or other places. So then they have to also run that information or awareness campaign. They have to also provide some tools of digital literacy. And the platforms should also be made responsible for that. The platforms which are there, for example, WhatsApp which is there. So WhatsApp is having its own advertisements and everything. Why the WhatsApp is not also telling the people that if you are getting a forwarded message, a message which has been forwarded many times, it can be fake also, or is there a validity of that or not? So what we see that it should be responsibility. It should be responsibility of platforms also. Platforms as well. So this is one part which again has to be done. Then we have to also at the same time strengthen our national defense. Okay. We have to strengthen national defense. And what is the defense here? The defense is with respect to fact check units. We have to get our fact check units. Okay. We also have to ensure that we are having early warning system. We are having a early warning system. We also need to have this, we need to counter foreign misinformation campaign. Countering foreign miscommunication campaigns. And at the same time, we should also not forget to protect free speech. That while all these things are necessary, at the same time, we also need to protect the free speech. Okay. Because many a times in controlling all these things, there is a chance that the governments will start curtailing the free speech. That if government is checking everything, if government is controlling everything, there is a fear that it will also be curtailing the free speech. So this is one of the part which we have to see here, that while all these safeguards are necessary, at the same time, we also have to protect the free speech. So this is one part. On the basis of it, we have two different questions. The emerging digital era poses a significant risk to human dignity and democratic freedom. Elaborate. Suggest measures to address the same. This you have to write in 250 words. 250 words. Nutrition and education should go hand in hand. Explain the role of schools in achieving the goals of nutrition in adolescents. 150 words. So this is one of the part which you have to answer. So I think every one of you can write this answer. आप लोग इसका आंसर लिख सकते हो? I think now it is going to be launched in the first or second week of July, Nishi. As per the team, it is going to be launched in first or second week of July. Okay. Now see here. So last time I have given you a question also. Now we are coming to this answer writing part. Last day I have given you this one question. India now needs scale-ups that become global champions rather than several small startups. Discuss. So how many of you have written this answer? How many of you have written this answer? See, if we talk about this one thing in the introduction, you can start with some facts with respect to startups. This is one thing which you have to do. You can start with some facts with respect to startups, that India has emerged as one of the top countries with highest number of startups. Many of them have become unicorn also. Many of them have become unicorn also. So this will be the first part. You can start with some facts with respect to startups. Okay. Then you are going to tell about this, the present status of a startup. We are going to tell about this present state of startups, that our startups are there, they are largely catering to the domestic demand. They are not that much export oriented. So the feature of a startup, that is something which you have to tell here, the present status of the startups. The second thing which you have to do is that you have to tell about this one part, that like when we are talking about our startups, then you have to tell you the need of scale-ups. Need of scale-ups. You have to mention the need of scale-ups. Then you can mention some of the government steps. This can be done in the form of a flow chart, that what government is doing. Okay. You can suggest some way forward, again in form of flow chart. This can also be in flow chart. And then you can mention the conclusion part. Why these many flow chart? Because the word limit is 150 words. Okay. So start with the facts with respect to startups, that how many startups have been there in India in the recent times. Or you can say about this also, that India is one of the leading countries with highest number of startups over the last 1 decade. Okay. And several of these startups have also become unicorns. Then you will talk about the present status of our startups. You will tell them their nature is limited to domestic operations. They are not catering to foreign destinations. The quality is not up to the mark. So the challenges which are there, the present status of the Indian startups, that you have to tell. The need for global startups, that how it is important for our economy, for our employment, for setting the global agenda. So this is the need for startups, scale-ups, which you have to tell. Then you can mention some of the government steps, then what should be done in order to do that, and then you can write the conclusion, that why this is very much important for India in the present times. शाम वाली क्लास आज से स्टार्ट है मनीष, just check it on YouTube. शाम वाली क्लास आज से स्टार्ट है. Sir, I have a doubt about today's topic. Please make it clear. Yes, please ask. What is your doubt? अपना डाउट पूछ लीजिए. Conclusion is necessary. Within 8.5 minutes. Very good. Rishabh, where are you? How much time you have taken? Some seconds have been improved or not? Science and technology class would start on which date? Science and technology class of which batch? If you're asking about the NCERT batch of science, that will start from today. If you're asking about any other batch, then I am not having the information right now. A strengthening of national defense. See, here the meaning of national defense was that suppose when we are talking about, let's say, Operation Sindoor. So during Operation Sindoor, there was a number of misinformation campaign which was started by Pakistan, and many of them were also rising in China. So many of the fake narratives were being created by Pakistan and China on social media platform during this Operation Sindoor. Or in general also, many a times we see that fake narratives, fake campaigns are being run by outside countries or enemy countries in order to create some destability. So we need to have fact check units, we need to have the counter campaigns in order to tackle these things. So this is the national defense which we are talking about. I think that's clear. Okay, so keep on writing the answers and we will find that gradually over a period of time, your answer is going to improve. So I have 2 questions for practice today also. Practice both these questions. Okay. Yes, you can also add that. You can also add that vision of a structurally resilient Viksit Bharat. Yes, you can do that. Okay. So thank you so much everyone. Let's meet then in the next session and then we will be talking about more such editorials. So thank you everyone. Take care. All the best. Thank you.